Do we have? Hey, now we actually have audio. So a new thing has started, wherein my microphone will suddenly just stop working, and the only way that I've found to fix it so far has been to unplug it and start it again. So I have no idea how much of what I said earlier was actually audible. It's possible that very little of it. I don't know. Maybe it stopped while I was talking. I have really no idea. So I'll start over from the beginning in case it literally has not been working at all. My name is Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. Welcome to the Coltrane Tuesdays show for today, the 11th day of May in the year 2021. And boy, it is really irritating when the technology doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So yes, so today we're going to be we're doing a Stump the Band do-over. I'm taking another crack, and you're going to get to witness me taking another crack at a song that was requested back in June of 2020. We will see how that goes. In addition to that, we're going to take a visit to the Coltrane Civics Corner because it is election time. We have a primary election here in Pennsylvania that's happening 1 week from today. So there's lots of stuff that's on the ballot, and we'll talk about some of those things and how you can make your voice heard and help that to happen. We will also, of course, play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. For those who are not familiar, I will explain it, but I'll also mention first off that the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game is more fun. Well, first off, when you can actually hear me, and second off, when there are more people who are here live with us, able to see and hear and do, participate and do all the fun things. So hit that. There's a like button here on YouTube. There's a subscribe button, which will let you know whenever I am live online with one of these things. And if you have other folks who might be on their lunch break right now or might have a minute to watch this later when they have a chance, please hit that share button. Share the link around on your various social media channels so that more folks can join it. Yes, and there was a note from Rex saying that people could not hear me earlier. I believe I have fixed that now. I do not have an understanding of why my microphone has decided that it'll just stop randomly without any indication in the middle of a webcast that I'm doing. And yeah, so Rex, if you're still watching, I hope you are. Thank you for the comment to let me know that the sound was not working. If you can hear me now, please let me know that in the comments because I think it is functional now, but who knows? Who really knows? So, yeah, it would be really helpful to have confirmation if the sound is actually working because it looks on my end like it's working now. It was not working earlier. I could tell on my end that the sound was not functioning before. Um, it appears. Okay, it's on. Yay! Huzzah! Thank you very much, Rex, for confirming that the sound, in fact, is working. So now that I actually know people can hear me, let me just give a quick rundown of how the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works for folks who might not be familiar. This is what we're going to do just a little bit in the show, but you can get your requests in now because the way the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works is people give me song requests and I have to respond to them in some manner. If the song is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it, keeping in mind that I probably have not rehearsed it for at least 6 to 12 months. If the song is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard it before, or I know part of the lyric, or I can kind of imagine what the sound sounds like, or I've seen other people do it at open mics, I will then attempt to figure out how to play the song. If I do not know the song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So if you are live watching with us right now, this is a great time to get in your request or to start thinking about what your request is going to be. Boy, that is really irritating about the microphone. That it just will stop in the middle of whatever I'm doing. And yeah, so we're gonna have to see if we can figure out how to fix that. But in the meantime, we're gonna proceed on with things. Back in June of 2020, Michelle, who has been a great friend of the Coltrane Tuesdays show here for quite a bit, she put in a request for a song, and I gave some hints. If you saw the thumbnail, that was a rather significant hint. And over on my social media channels, I mentioned that it was a song from the late 90s. and I played. That's right. I popped up live on Facebook, and well, I think my audio was working then, but who knows? So to see to play the intro of the song, I guess I'll be deleting that video if in fact the audio wasn't working. But so I played just the intro of the song to give people some idea. So I think I'm 98% certain that you will recognize the song once I start playing. So thank you again to Michelle for the request, and for everyone who looked at that thumbnail and thought, gee, I wonder what that has to do with this song. Let's find out right now. Could you whisper in my ear the things you want to feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. Do you wake up on your own? Wonder where you are? Live with all your faults. Wanna wake up where you are. Won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Braces on the phone, you finally hit the wall. Might have sold you, don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man. Something I can change, I live around it. I wanna wake up where you are. Won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Slide. Nothing that fall. Hey, put your arms around me. What you feel is what you are, and what you are is beautiful. Oh, hey, you wanna get married, run away. Woo-hoo. Where you are. Don't say anything. I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. And I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. How did you slide between those sheets above those? To my room, just slide up to my room, and I will run away, run away. There you go. This is a little rough around the edges there at the end, but I think we got through it okay. Thanks very much to Michelle. Of course, that was Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls. And now you're like, oh, right, the thumbnail, that was a pun. Now you get it. So yes, Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls. Thank you very much to Michelle for putting that request in back in June of 2020. At the time, I tried to. There were two requests that came in around the same time, and I tried to mash up some version of Slide with What It's Like by Everlast. Yeah, I'll post a link to that. You can be a judge of how successful that was. Uh, one of the tricky things with that particular song is that it actually uses... that sounds terrible. That's better. It actually uses an alternate tuning, and I found some helpful folks online who had a suggestion of a less different alternate tuning. So the original alternate tuning has half the strings on the guitar are changed to a non-standard pitch, but on this version, you just change the tuning on one of the strings, and it sounds pretty close to the original when played correctly. So yeah, so thanks again to Michelle for that request. As I mentioned, we are coming up very soon on the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. In case you missed the top of the show, I guess we all missed the top of the show, since no one could hear anything about what I was saying or doing. But just a quick recap on how the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works, especially since there are a few folks who are live with us online right now. People who are live online with us give me a song request, and then I have to respond to it. If the requested song is one that I know, I mean, you're welcome to request a song that you've seen me play before. You know, that's legit. That's fine. I can't guarantee that I will necessarily be proficient in playing it because it may have been quite a while since I've rehearsed it. But I'm always grateful for songs that I, in fact, already know. So, also, if the song that's requested is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've seen a bunch of other people play it live, or I've listened to it a bunch on Spotify, or it's been on the radio, or I used to know how to play it 25 years ago, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it. If the song that's requested is one that I do not know at all, I will make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So please get in your song requests now, because I'll be talking to you for just a minute. While you could be thinking about that, you can get in your requests, because there is a bit of a lag between what I'm doing and what you're able to see. So while you're getting your requests in, let's take a visit to the Coltrane Civics Corner. Yes, it is. Didn't we just have an election? Yes, it is. It is that time again, and I am happy that I now have my mail-in ballot. And so let's see. So in this package here, it has the actual ballot itself, which is great. It has multiple steps you gotta go through in order to submit the ballot so it is actually counted. They did include, here it is. They include a wonderful little I voted sticker as part of the mail-in ballot. So that is pretty cool. And a new thing that I don't think they had done before is a helpful little instruction sheet. A simple little instruction sheet that explains, it's a little hard to see, explains what you need to do in order to make sure your vote is counted, including make sure that you use a black or blue pen to fill in the ovals. And there are several steps. Let's just do that right now. So when you fill out your ballot, you are then going to find this guy that's labeled Ballot Secrecy Envelope. So you're going to put the ballot in there. You're going to seal that up, and then you're going to put it inside this second envelope, like that. You're going to seal it up, and you're also going to follow the instructions on the back to sign it to say that, yes, this is in fact my ballot. I am voting. I'm the only one who had access to this ballot, and yes, it's my actual vote, not someone else, pretending to be me. And so go through all those steps. The way that mails go in these days, it takes a little while. So, in fact, if you have your ballot now, putting it in the mail today is a really, really good idea. There is a drop-off location if you want, because, hey, I don't actually get my ballot filled out until like Thursday or Friday of this week. At that point, I definitely am going to be going in person to drop it off at the drop-off point. There's only one drop-off point here in Northampton County, Pennsylvania. It is, in fact, at the Northampton County Department of Elections. In the presidential race, there were several drop-off points. There's only one drop-off point in Northampton County for this time around. So to be aware of that if you're planning to do the drop-off in person. If you haven't requested your mail-in ballot yet, I'd say this is probably You're basically out of time. I believe today is the deadline to request the mail-in ballot. But you know what? Make it easier on yourself. Just figure out where your polling place is and plan to go in person 1 week from today. And you know it is not as safe as being able to vote from home, but is probably about as safe as going to the grocery store. So you can take that into account. One of the other things I wanted to mention, there's all sorts of interesting stuff on the ballot this time around, which may be a lot of it. Most of us, including myself, don't follow local politics real closely. And so it can be a challenge to know what the heck is going on. Many of the races on the ballot are uncontested because, like, for example, here in Northampton County, the incumbent, who is a Democrat, who is the county executive, does not have anybody else challenging him from any other Democrats challenging him, so he's uncontested on the ballot there. There are other races that are contested. There's a mayoral race here in Bethlehem that's a little, dicey at the moment. There's a bunch of district judge races, like I talked about last time. I wanted to particularly mention that there's a whole back of the ballot this time around with a bunch of ballot questions on them. When you may be looking at those and be like, well, what the heck is all of that? So, a quick primer on some of the ballot questions. If you're like me here in Northampton County, Pennsylvania, I'm going to go in reverse order. The last one here is a Northampton County Home Rule Charter Amendment. It sounds complicated, but basically all they're doing is they're saying that the county council, the people who are on the county council, their title is going to be county commissioner. That's literally all it does. At least as far as I understand. If you know different, post something in the comments and let folks know about that. The third ballot question for me, the last statewide ballot question, is called Making Municipal Fire and Emergency Medical Services Companies Eligible for Loans. Basically, the gist is there was a law was passed recently that allows volunteer fire companies, volunteer ambulance services, to use a special process for securing loans for making improvements and things like that. This referendum says, hey, should municipal fire and emergency ambulance services be able to use those same loan structures? That's basically what that says. From the little bit of research that I've done, basically nobody has a problem with that idea. They're like, yes, municipal fire companies, municipal ambulance companies should be able to use those same things. So great. All right. By all means, do your own research if you have concerns, but it sounds like that's a pretty straightforward one. The other two, the first two that are on the ballot, they're listed here as termination or extension of disaster emergency declarations and disaster emergency declaration and management. Both of these are I'm sorry, I missed one. There's another one that also there's a constitutional amendment which would basically make it part of the Pennsylvania Constitution that you can't discriminate against someone because of an individual's race or ethnicity. Yeah, there you go. To make that part of the Pennsylvania Constitution. The other two are more controversial. The first two ballot initiatives also are part of an amendment or would amend the Pennsylvania state constitution or the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, basically taking power away from the governor's office and putting it in the General Assembly in terms of how declarations of emergency are started, how they're continued, how they're ended, and how long they last for. The Republicans in the state have and said, no, Governor Wolf, all these things you did to shut down businesses, to try to slow the spread of COVID-19, we think that was overreach, and you should not have those kinds of powers. And so we're going to take more of that back since the General Assembly is currently has majority Republicans. We have a Democratic Governor Wolf here in Pennsylvania currently. So, as you can probably imagine, most of the Democrats are saying vote no. The governor should be the one who makes these choices. And lots of Republicans are advocating and saying we, who hold the majority in the General Assembly, should have more rights of saying how this goes. I definitely know how I feel. I will post some links, and I think generally how you feel about how Republicans in general and Democrats in general have responded to COVID will probably inform your response to those ballot questions. But that's the gist there. If you, the Democratic position on those is to vote no, to keep things as they are. The Republican position is to vote yes, which takes power away from the governor's office and puts more power in the General Assembly when it comes to declarations of state of emergency. So there you go. So that's all some of the things that are on the ballot, things that you might want to think about. And definitely get out there and vote. Make sure that you get involved in all of those things because, boy, they, as we've seen, they make a big difference. So now, we're going to get back to the music. We're going to do, I think, probably just one round of the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, unless we get a bunch of requests suddenly, and I don't think that we will. But, yeah, so this is the last chance. And, okay, so now I'm just going to go, seeing that there have been no live requests, I'm going to go into the bag of pre-issued requests for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Last time the request was for Lady Gaga. That was a thing that happened. The request this time is for... Hey! A request from Larry. I think I know Larry. And I don't think I've seen a request from Larry yet in the grab bag. The request is any song by Cat Stevens. So technically the rules of the game are you request a song by title. But the request is any song by Cat Stevens. So I guess I don't really know Cat Stevens songs. I think I don't remember his current name. I think it's Yusuf. I'm going to look that up afterwards. But the performer who had been performing for many years under the name Cat Stevens. Let's see, a Cat Stevens song. And so, yeah, so of course I'm going to then incorporate the idea that the song is called Any Song. Cat Stevens. Let's see. Wild World is the... I think it's called Wild World. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's see. How would that go? Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. So doing it in that with those chords would be. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I feel like it's going to an F, but I don't know why I feel like it's going to that chord. If I'm in the key of G, the chords should be mostly G, D, C, and E minor, but then there's also oh, that's actually... close enough. Baby, baby, it's a wild world. There goes something minor. Doesn't go to a D minor. Oh, could it be an F sharp minor? Could it be an F sharp minor? No, it's not. It's definitely not an F sharp minor. Oh, it's a B minor with an F sharp as the bass note. So, folks who are into music theory at this point, whoop, that's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Folks who are into music theory are geeking out right now. Okay, so I think I have the basics at least well enough to be able to play the song. I'm actually not even 100% sure of the song's name. And I've got to get in any song as part of the name of the song. So yes, it's a song called Any Song, in the style of this song that I think is actually by Cat Stevens. Ordinarily, I have a rule that I can't make up lyrics about the fact that I don't know what the lyrics are. If the song is literally called Any Song, I'm not going to have a whole lot else to work with, so I think I may suspend that limitation that I usually impose on myself. So, okay, the song is Any Song, in the style of Cat Stevens. Larry said he wanted any song. Larry, I hope you sing along, 'cause you know this is the Cat Stevens bit. He wants to hear just any song, but you won't go on too long, and that's how we're gonna make it go. Oh, baby, I'll say any song. It's hard to make up it's hard to make up a song to get by now. Ooh, baby, it's a live one. It's hard to, let's see, no, I can do better than that. I can do better than that. Ooh, baby, it's a live song. Okay. Baby, it's a live song. It's gonna be how we're gonna drive the song. Ooh, baby, it's a live song. Yeah, that's right, an improvised song. Said he wanted to be there here, but we don't know if he's near. We don't know what he's thinking now. Maybe now he regrets his choice, as I try to sing here in this voice, and we don't know where it's gonna end. Ooh, baby, it's a live song. If we could try the song. Ooh, baby, it's a live song. You know, an improvised song. Larry, not quite what you had in mind, but that is okay. That's how we make it work with the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So yeah, thanks to everyone who has been chilling out. Thanks for everyone who watches the video. Apologies, of course, for the fact that the sound had stopped working, and yeah, we'll see if I can figure out what exactly is causing that to do that, and yeah, I don't know. But in any case, make sure that you vote. Make sure you get yourself to the polling place, and that you get your completed mail-in ballot, if you already have it, sent into where it needs to go. Thanks very much to Larry for his request for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, and thanks, of course, also very much to Michelle for her request for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game way back in June. I will be back here with something happening 1 week from today, right here in this space at 12:30 in the afternoon. Here at here at youtube.com/NotForColtrane, and that's how we'll do it. And until then, please, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. My name is Mike. I'm Not for Coltrane, and I'll see you next time.